club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about GloRilla. What happened with GloRilla, Yeezy?
She was just online, and she was talking about meeting guys in the club and not being able to take them seriously because he ain't going to treat you right.
I don't know about that. I think a lot of guys go to the club to meet a woman to hopefully...
That's what she's saying, to
Meet them for what, Envy? Meet them for what?
I'm sure there's many different reasons.
They go to the club because they want to smash. There's been a million records made about it over the years about going to the club to find somebody for the night.
No.
Okay, men and women do it. It is what it is.
I'm sure that there's some men that are looking for a woman, somebody to cuddle with and spend some time with and hug and kiss.
I think you could meet somebody anywhere. You just never know, because circumstances of why someone is a club might be different. It could be an event. It could be somebody's birthday. It could be a bachelor party. It could be any reason that somebody's in the club. It could be somebody that's normally not in the club. Now, someone who's in the club all the time, that's different, but you don't know what the reason is that someone might even be there. So
that's what I would tell GloRilla. I would tell GloRilla, like, it doesn't matter where you meet somebody. That's just the reality of the situation, because you can't help who you end up growing in love with.
Because some people might say it's not good to meet people on social media, but it happens all the time. It's just...
But I'm going to believe the young girl, because she's in the club way more than me, because I don't be in the club. All right, I'm 44 years old. What the hell is my old ass doing in the club at 44 years old? So if GloRilla says ain't nothing but guys in the club looking for hoes, I'm going to listen to GloRilla, okay?
Right. Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Shereen.
Hey, good morning.
How old are you, first of all, ma'am?
I am 44.
You are not qualified to have this conversation.
I knew you was going to say that. But it's still the same subject.
Let's talk about it.
I met my husband 20 years ago.
At the disco. At a disco.
That's Club
Not
Envy.
a disco, no, but Master Flex was playing, so it was not a disco, okay, at that time.
Okay.
But no, we met 20 years ago. We've been married almost 16 years, December 23rd. I didn't think at the time that I should be meeting a guy in a club, but he showed me different. So
let me ask you a question. Did you let him hit on the first night, or did you
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not
Okay.
that type of girl.
Okay.
Never was.
Second night.
Well, she probably was living with her mom at the time.
No, for real. Charlamagne, I gave him a hard time, as a matter of fact, because I didn't think that meeting a guy in a club was appropriate for me.
True.
At that time, I was like, no, I'm not going to give him that satisfaction. So, but that's probably why we've been together for so long.
Well, congratulations. Do you remember the first song y'all danced to 20 years ago?
Yes, I do. Excuse Me from Jay-Z.
Excuse Me, Miss, with Pharrell. Excuse me.
Yeah, Pharrell and Jay-Z.
What's your
I remember the
name?
song.
Okay, old school. We out here. We out here, auntie. We out here, baby. 44 and up. What's happening?
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Chris.
How old are you?
I'm actually 41.
Gee, what is up with all these old people calling about this club topic? Let's hear it. What's
We're not
up?
old, it's seasoned. Leave me alone.
Because I don't believe in what they're saying.
Okay.
Honestly, so I met my husband now 16 years ago, and I used to work in the clubs at NYC, actually at Mars 2112.
Oh, I used to love Mars 2112.
That used to be the spot.
Yes,
You go on the little
exactly.
spaceship before you get inside.
Exactly. So with that, I met him and his friends, took pictures of them. We wound up later on meeting at a diner. You know how you do after the club. And 3 days later, I remember telling my friends, like, this is a man I'm going to be with. And they thought I was crazy. But now look at us 16 years later.
Congratulations. Did he hit that night?
No, absolutely not.
Not the first night?
It was not the first night. It was some months. Thank you.
Okay. Listen, by the way, I respect all of these conversations, but we have to remember as old heads that the club scene is totally different now than when we were coming up.
Hello, who's this?
Tatiana.
Tatiana, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, do you agree with GloRilla?
I completely do. Ain't nobody going in the club trying to find love nowadays.
How old are you, Tatiana?
I am 34.
Okay.
So what do you
more
go?
the range.
Do you go to the club?
I do not. I stopped going to the club in my 20s.
Smart woman.
Okay, so we don't know what. But did you ever meet somebody in the club?
I have met somebody in the club, and they all looking for hoes.
Goodbye, Tatiana.
Hold on, Tatiana. Did you ever let somebody hit?
No, not from the club. I don't know where you been.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Goodness
Bust
gracious.
But you
down
don't know where
Tatiana.
nobody's been.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could just be in the club. Actually, I dated somebody for 5 years. I met him in the club. And
That was the 90s, G. It's a different time now.
Not the 90s.
He's stupid.
It's a different time
it
now.
was. And the next day, I remember he called me the next day, and we was on the phone for hours. And then we went. I think we went out on a date every single night for like 2 weeks in a row, every single day. And we met in the club.
See, that was some good.
I just think it was.
night in the club.
Listen, man, I'm just gonna take GloRilla word for it. GloRilla in these streets. How old is GloRilla? Like 20,
22.
22. She know better than we do at this point.
Guys looking for hoes is everywhere though, not just in the club.
The higher percentage.
You can
in
go
the
to
club.
church and be like,
Ain't nobody looking
"Yeah,
for hoes in
looking
the
for
church.
hoes."
Ain't nobody doing that yet. Clear, nobody's doing. Ain't nobody going to church saying I know the hoes. There.
Goodness
Okay.
gracious. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this Black.
Black. What's going on, bro?
What's up? Yo, so the GloRilla chick, I think she's a little bit slow. You know,
"Oh my
the
gosh."
club is a social place. How can you not meet somebody at a social place?
She ain't say you can't
No,
meet
yeah, she
somebody.
said you can, but she said don't take them seriously
Yeah,
because they just looking for hoes.
All
so
they trying to do is
don't
hit.
fall in love.
When the last time you wiped up a girl from the club?
I married my wife, and I met her in the club 14 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, she was a bartender?
What?
Why you say that like that? Was she a bartender, man?
Oh, nah, she wasn't a bar. She was just in the club. We were
Okay.
being social.
See,
Okay.
anything is
Everything we did,
possible.
You know, it's a social place. But could I shout out my wife's business?
Look
Yes,
at that,
you can.
Still in love.
Yeah, so still in love, happily married.
Mm-hmm.
My wife business, Felicia Michelle here. Shop her products, FeliciaMichelleHair.com. She also got a skincare line, NestleSkincare.com with my sister, and we out here.
Okay,
brother.
all right.
Okay.
See, a success story.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on? This is Marcus.
Marcus, can you find love in the club, bro?
I absolutely did. I done met my ex-wife in the club.
How old are you, Marcus?
He said his ex-wife in the club. All right.
It was temporary love.
How old are you, Marcus?
I was 39.
You 39 now.
Yeah, he got his ex-wife. They met in
Okay.
the club.
So when you meet her? When you meet her? How long ago?
Oh man, this would have been I was at the time I was what 23, 24.
I just want y'all to know we ain't heard one recent story yet. So GloRilla might
But
be on to something.
what's the difference between the club back then and the club now?
Okay.
I don't know. What's the difference? Like, what is the difference?
I mean, that's like saying what's the difference between life now?
I'm gonna tell you the difference. You at the red light twerking on the headlights. That's the difference.
And there's no red light in the
But
club.
back then, it used to be scared of it. Now I throw lips to it,
That's
handle
right.
it like a real. You know what I'm saying?
No.
At least you was handling it. You went to work. Now you want the cash just to see something. You live in the project.
Now that's not true. Now back then,
no.
all those
Sir,
women was looking for
what-
cash too. What you talking
where
about?
did this
Gangsta
just come
Boo,
from?
Gangsta Boo created where the dollars at, bro. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, but I'm from Harlem, so I Gangsta Boo really
Oh,
What are you talking about? Like Little Kim and Foxy Brown wasn't out here doing the same thing.
What song was that you just said? Do it again.
Where the dollars at?
No, I used to be what?
And shut up.
Hello, who's this?
Why does our generation act like we didn't do any of these things? Like we act like this generation is the only generation that's on
But
some
that's what I'm
ratchet
saying.
shit.
What's the difference?
There's
Like,
no
what-
difference. Hello, who's this?
You got to ask GloRilla. She in these streets. I'm not.
GloRilla's 23 too.
Exactly.
What's your name, bro?
Good morning. My name is Zip,
How old are you, brother?
35.
Okay. Can you only finding hoes in the club, bro?
I'm saying it goes both ways. There be guys and girls that just looking for a good time. You can't judge by the location. Like, it's just like on social media. People
Your phone is breaking up, sir. Terribly.
Yeah, your phone is horrible, bro. Hello, who's this?
He said something about people going both ways.
Shut up.
So that's probably a difference between now.
That's a
Back
different
then.
club. That's a different club. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this Cash from Brooklyn.
Cash from Brooklyn.
What up, Cash?
What's going on? Morning, y'all. Morning, Angela Lee.
Morning.
Envy, Charlamagne.
It's Angela Yee. It's
Said
last week,
Angela
damn it.
Leave.
13
Angela
years, the name
Leave.
is Angela Yee.
Angela Leave.
Nah, real talk. But honestly, I never met anyone. I know a lot of people, and I never met anyone that goes to a club looking for a wife. I know the intention. The intention is always to smash, but it's never for a wife. This is not two can play that game. We never saw that. GloRilla probably too young for that one.
I love Two can play that game. Great movie.
So we older though.
Yes, we are.
Older though.
Proudly older.
All right, brother.
Proudly.
What's the moral of the story?
I mean, the moral of the story is to each his own. You know what I mean? So I don't know what GloRilla's seeing now. She's clearly probably seeing something that I'm not privy to because I'm not in the club.
This wig is disgusting.
I told you take it off already.
I took it off.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and Rolling Stone did a list of the 50 worst decisions in music history. So let's see if you can guess what some of them are.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.